What's up, you movie collecting maniacs, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer. And today, well, it is a Quickie movie haul day, and a great video lined up for you guys. It is my, it's going to be 7 titles from the subscribers week that I did at Vinegar Syndrome. They were putting out select titles each day of the week. I would switch it up. And they were amazing deals. Some of these things were $12, but awesome movies. And there's a lot of them in there that I might not have a lot to talk about because I've never seen them before. But, and I think, yeah, a few I've seen, but it's been a while. But a lot of really interesting picks here and some exciting stuff. So let's jump right in and let me show you some of these awesome pickups I've just picked up. But starting off first is it is a Dario Argento movie. And if you know me at all, you know I love Italian horror films. Dario Argento is one of my favorites. And this is one of his films that he did in the later waning years of his career that maybe isn't as great as the earlier ones. But it's an enjoyable one, and one I'm going to have to revisit because it's been a long time. But I remember it was pretty decent, and an interesting film with his one of his daughters in the lead. So you got to have some interest for that. There it is, Trauma, and like I said, these are all going to be from the Vinegar Syndrome subscriber week sale they had. That for some reason this is like the first time I've ever actually acknowledged that sale. It's a kick-ass sale, so I hope it's something they do every year because I'm definitely gonna be picking up a whole bunch of stuff every year for those. But yep, Trauma, like I said, I believe her name is Asia Argento. I said it Asia Argento for years and years, but I think I was wrong on that. But yeah, she plays someone who witnesses something horrific and is kind of haunted by it, and we're just pretty much the killer. There's a killer in it who commits a murder that she witnesses, and pretty much people are getting knocked off that kind of know about it, and she's in the crosshairs of the killer. Really interesting, fun flick. Like I said, not as artistically expressive and vivid visually as his earlier works, but a damn good movie. And I don't know what the year is that came out. 1993. So yeah, I don't think I mean I was 13 when this was made, but I think I watched it for the first time probably in college when I was kind of spreading out and watching a lot of things outside of the box, so a lot of Italian films. And I think when I found Argento and all of his stuff, I went and finally checked out Trauma after seeing his other greater hits. But yeah, this one's a fantastic one, and one that I've been meaning to upgrade to Blu-ray for a very long time, and kind of happy I finally was able to, because I think this is one of the last films that are kind of the essential Dario Argento films to pick up. So I think I finally got my Argento filmography all on Blu-ray, and Trauma, great stuff. I'm gonna have to watch it again because literally I think the last time I watched this was a little bit after college, so you're talking like mid 2000s. But yep, little gecko on the back. But Trauma, great film, great fun film, and a great Argento film, and I'm glad it's in the collection thanks to the subscriber sale. But let's move it on to a film, or 2 films. It's a double feature. And I watched this a long time ago, probably around the same time I watched Trauma, or maybe a few years after. I remember watching it from Netflix, I think, when it was a solely disc-based thing where they'd send you a disc in the mail. But I was really into the kind of Euro spy-esque films. But this is a Jess Franco film, kind of his stab on femme fatales, or they're actually the protagonists of these series of films. But the 2 films are 2 Undercover Angels, and then we got, I don't know if I'm have to censor that, and then we have Kiss Me Monster. But from what I remember, they were very fun films with just 2 sexy secret agents going on missions, and fighting crime and things like that. So it's just pretty much an Italian take on the James Bond craze, but this came after that craze of Euro spy flicks that came out that copied the James Bond films. So this is just a weird kind of combo of all those things. And I mean, they're not the best kind of display of Euro spy films, because I believe these ones came out like not even late 60s, but early, no, it's like the very end of the 60s era. So 69 is when both of these ones came out. So the craze of Euro spy films were pretty much dying off by that time. But it's a really interesting pair of films because just it has that Franco style in it. And yeah, it's just a very, I guess, a sexy take on the Euro spy films with the lead ladies. And yeah, just a very, very interesting from what I remember is pretty much all I can say about it. But yeah, you got this one. I don't know if to censor this or not. I don't know if YouTube is that prudish. But yep, Kiss Me Monster and 2 Undercover Angels. Don't Look at That. And cool pickup. And like I said, it's been a while since I've watched them, so I'm going to have to check it out. And those are the first time they're in the collection. I did not own that prior. Argento's Trauma, I have owned that and a few versions, but now it's in the Blu-ray-esque sphere of my collection behind me. But up next is a movie that I am very, very interested in checking out, and I don't know much about it. I do know it's kind of a low-budget horror film with a lot of weird elements thrown in. And I've always been curious about it just because the cover is so weird. But the movie I'm talking about is Devil's Story, and that is a weird cover. I don't know why it always reminds me of House. I don't know. But yeah, it's an even weirder cover. But yeah, it's just a low-budget film with a lot of interesting elements in it, like I said. I mean, there's a mummy in this movie, a weird demon with a shotgun. But I don't know much about it, and I watched the trailer just before when I was perusing through the sale to see what was offering, and I kind of looked up a trailer on Devil's Story, and I was like, yeah, looks like it's up my alley. But really weird looking film, and I know it's kind of a hit or miss between people. If you appreciate low budget films, then you should be able to get a kick out of this one, but I haven't seen it, so I can't really give it a definitive answer on that one. But yeah, Devil's Story. Let me know what you think about this one. I know a lot of you guys have probably seen this one, so leave a comment below. Let me know what to expect from it. And yeah, we'll just take it from there. But I got plenty of stuff to keep me busy. Always new movies coming in. But this next one looks really interesting. I mean, I'm going to say it to every single one. Very interesting. This is a Filipino action drama, I want to say, but it looks absolutely crazy. And I mean, anything out of the Philippines is pretty interesting, especially those low budget 80s films that came out around that time. But this one's from the 1982, so I'm really interested about this one. It is Cain and Abel, and it's pretty much, I guess it follows somewhere similar the old religious story of 2 brothers who, I guess, were they polar opposites, or they fought. I know they fought for a fact. But looks like a family drama, but very compelling, and has a Hong Kong action feel to it from the trailer that I watched. And I've never ever heard of this movie in my life. So when I saw the trailer and saw that it was in the sale, I was like, yeah, I'm down for this. I'm gonna check this one out for sure. So Cain and Abel, family drama, 2 brothers, button heads, and just the overall look of the film looks pretty hardcore, man. But yeah, awesome artwork on the back too. The whole packaging of all these films are really well done. Vinegar Syndrome's been stepping up their game more and more as every release comes out. And I know there's a hiccup with this sale. First time in the collection, and it'll be the first time I view it. But there's been a hiccup in the. It took a long time for me to get these movies after the sale, so I kind of thought that maybe I got screwed or something got lost in translation, but they did eventually come, because I'm not an actual subscriber, so I always thought the subscriber week was for subscribers, but hey, I don't know. I snuck by if it was, and I got them for a damn good deal. But yeah, yeah, a lot of people were complaining about that, so I don't know if they overextended themselves or didn't know the amount of people that were going to be interested in the sale and kind of got overwhelmed. But whatever, got them, great condition and great deals. So keep it up, Vinegar Syndrome. One of the favorites out there. But let's move it on to another thing I gotta censor. Oh geez, this one is a Spanish take on the Italian spaghetti westerns, I want to say. I want to say it's a Spanish take on it. That's what I remember reading about it. But this is a double feature, and it looked pretty badass. And I was reading reviews or just like kind of quotes from people that have seen it, and they mentioned that it's like an Italian spaghetti western, but with the gore and violence ramped up even more. And that sold me, because spaghetti westerns are pretty violent and crazy in general. But so I was sold right then when I read that. Even if it's not true, they got me. But the movies are Hot Snake, never heard of it, and Guns and Guts. Wait a second, Guns and Guts and Boobies up in the corner. Never heard of it. So I'm really interested to check out both these movies. I love Spanish cinema, and the idea of a spaghetti western done in their kind of vein is something that's very intriguing to me. And I love gritty westerns. And these ones came out in 76 and 74, so a good mid-range 70s Spanish cinema. But yeah, the artwork is always amazing on these things that Vinegar Syndrome puts together. And yeah, I am really looking forward to checking this one out. So I'm gonna have to like get back to you on what I think of the movie or these movies. But I'm having a feeling I'm gonna like them a lot. And yeah, Hot Snake and Guns and Guts with my little finger over the boobs. But yep, great pickup. Excited to check that one out. And I guess we'll move on to the next one. So the next movie is something I've seen before in kind of a shortened review form. In Red Letter Media did a, it wasn't focused solely on the movie. It was when they did the good, what do they call the Best of the Worst segment, I believe it was. But they watched this one and the prequel to it. I believe there's 2 movies in this series that I've never heard of before then, before seeing it from theirs. But it is Unmasking the Idol, which is a James Bond ripoff. I wouldn't say it's a Euro spy film, because I think it's an American-made movie, I want to say. But I'm not sure off the top of my head. But it stars the Duncan Jacks as the lead hero. He's the James Bond character, secret agent, goes on missions, saves the world. And it also stars Boone. I had to double check just to get the name right. Boone, his little baboon. So he's a secret agent with a little baboon sidekick who can drive little tanks and cars and do karate stuff. It's ridiculous. It's as ridiculous as it sounds, and it feels ridiculous saying it out loud. But Unmasking the Idol, I've always wanted to have it in the collection, and I did get a chance to check it out because I think it's still on there. If you want to check out the flick, it is on Amazon Prime. Last time I checked, at least. But this movie is ridiculous, and from that poster there, that artwork, I mean, it's ridiculous and over the top, but I think it's a pretty damn good example on what to expect with this movie. You got a baboon there, you got Duncan Jacks, all this crazy stuff going on. It's ludicrous. It's a ludicrous spy film with a baboon sidekick. I don't have to say any more to you. I don't have to say any more to sell it to you. If you're interested in that, you will be... I've already sold you. So, there's that. And hopefully I can get this back in here. Oh, Jesus. These upside down... I'm getting used to these ones that they only have one entrance to put your stuff in. And that's, like, always the hardest way to... I don't think I'm going to be able to get in this video. Get in there before don't damage it. Alright. But yeah, it's in there. But that is Unmasking the Idol, the Duncan Jacks film. And I believe this is the sequel to the other one. I can't remember what the other one's name is. Or maybe this is the first one. I don't know. But I'd like to get the other one. So hopefully Vinegar Syndrome has some plans to be putting that one out. But yeah, Unmasking the Idol. First time in the collection. And last but definitely not least is probably one of the most intriguing films that I've come across in the last few years. It's a Euro spy film, but it's not like the typical Euro spy kind of presentation, I guess is the best way to say it. It's not silly or over the top or gadget centric. It's more of a, I haven't seen it. It looks more like a dramatic, artistic take on the Euro spy craze. It's just a very, I think it's French. That's probably the best way to describe it. It's a French spy film. But, yeah, well, let me tell you what it is. It is The Unknown Man of Shandagor. And very, very interesting cover there, with some even more beautiful artwork on the back. But as you can tell, it's very, very spy-esque. 60s spy. And I believe this one's focusing more on Cold War kind of spying. But, and some of these people you might recognize certain faces if you're kind of into the kind of spy films or French films. There's a lot of kind of reoccurring actors and actresses in there. But, yeah, this one looks really, really, I wouldn't say fun. It's more just very artistic. There's a lot of just interesting concepts thrown in from the trailer that I saw. So really looking forward to checking this one out. But I know I'm going to have to be in a certain mood because lately I've just been in the mood for over-the-top Bollywood films and weird cult classic films that just have crazy content on screen all the time and just things that boggle your mind. So I haven't really got down to a kind of artistic thriller from France. Might be a little bit from now that I watch this one because we have October creeping up on us in fall, so I'm going to be diving back into kind of Universal horror monsters, Hammer horror flicks, things with a lot of potent atmosphere. But yeah, this one looks really awesome and interesting, and it was one of the ones I was most excited to pick up because I'm a huge Euro spy film fan. Before I made the YouTube channel reviews, I had a blog where I was kind of running through every Euro spy oddity that I could find, and it was kind of an obsession at the time. But yeah, here we go. It is The Unknown Man of Shandagor. But that would be my kind of modest pickup from the Vinegar Syndrome Subscribers Week thingy. I think that's what it's called, the title of that sale. But yeah, really, really awesome stuff all around. A lot of different genres on here, and yeah, just really interesting stuff. Like I said, I haven't seen a lot of these ones, so this is going to be a kind of blind buys across the board, except for maybe one or two. And I don't think I'm going to be disappointed with any of them. So that is the amazing pickup of Vinegar Syndrome Subscriber Week Sale. But guys, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe, and if you have time, leave a comment below because I love hearing from you guys. But until then, I will see you the next time I'm in front of a camera talking about movies. So stay safe, stay out of trouble, and I will see you guys later. Now get on out of here right now. See ya!